This is the affordability calculator. As you will see, it measures if people can afford items that they want. It is intended for basically anyone who wants to afford something. It will probably be more useful as a mobile application, however this is the desktop version. It can be used on both. So to sign up for the application, its username and passwords cannot be blank. So say you have the username sans and you have a password 1234. 1234 is the most worst password you could have. It's too short anyway, you can't have it. Sans, let's say you have a password of the same length, and you have different like characters, then they don't match. So let's actually sign up for an account. So the password's gonna be $ capital I am awesome. $ capital I am awesome. And then you go to the sign in page. So it's the same as the sign up page. You can't type in the wrong password. And then if you type in the password, it should take you to the username is incorrect. So there we go, we log into the page. You can't see the affordability calculator or the want list because you haven't entered your personal details. So that's 60,000 for the income. $2,000 for the housing, $50 for the food, $200 for utilities. Insurance is $2,000. Transport per week, let's say $10. Cost of personal care, $50. Cost of hobbies is $50. Cost of debt is probably like $100. Cost of $50. Save changes. Now we have the want list. And then we have the priority list. There are items. Add items. So items that we can add. I want a car, so a Bugatti. That costs 100,000. You can't have dates that are blank. You can't have any of the fields that are blank. Doesn't matter. You can't have any of the fields that are blank. So let's add the item. You can't have any of the dates that are before today, so it's invalid. So make this due on the 31st. And then we have the item. You can only afford 17% of it. Let's add another item. I like hot sauce. Let's have an item. It costs $300. I'll make it due sometime in October. It's hot sauce. Add another item. Let's make it a magnetic floating bed. That costs like $9,000. Let's make that due March next year. There we go. So we have all 3 items added. Then you can go to the priority list and it has all the items there. So then in the priority list, you can order it by cost. You can order it by alphabetical order. You can order it by the date. By default, it orders by date. Then you can search for the items. So you can look for Bugatti in lowercase letters. You can look for Bugatti with space in it. say Bugatti, and you type it in like that, it would still show. If you have capital letters by accident, it modifies it. And then if you can type in any of them, it would show if my caps lock is still on. You can't search if it's blank. You can search up magnetic floating bird. There we go. You can also delete the item. So there's Bugatti. The word Bugatti shows up. If you want to delete hot sauce, the word hot sauce shows up. If you want to delete magnetic floating bird, that shows up. Then you're back to the start. Then we can add another item. Let's say you want a cat, and they cost like, I don't know, 100,000. Let's make it 200,000. 1, 2, 3. You want it next year? Sure, why not? You can only afford 90% of a cat. That's a shame. And then there is the habit calculator. So say you have a habit of buying shoes, and the cost of shoes, let's say, is $100, and you buy 6 shoes per week. If you start buying shoes for a whole year, you would save $31,200. So it basically tries to encourage people to look at the habits, I guess. And I think that's about it. So then you can log out. Then you can sign back in again. And your items are still there. Everything's still there. Your personal details are still there. That's about it.